Alright then, ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, consider subscribing and remember that this video is not financial advice. My name is Luke and let's go through the A's short term for now for Kaspa, and of course after that we are going to look at liquidity and different charts that I have gathered for you from X. So let's have a look, ladies and gents, right? I was so wrong regarding this, and I'm actually very happy that I was wrong. It's actually so cool to see that Kaspa is pumping towards the upside, but the question is that level going to be reached once again before the proper pump? Well, we are going to find out, okay? At the moment, what I see on 4 hourly is that overheated level, as you can clearly see in here, ladies and gents, and also that candle in here is showing us that this is a strong selling pressure, right? We've got that hammer, I believe, that's pushing the price of Kaspa towards the downside. Therefore, we are being rejected from this level of a resistance. Okay, now daily time frame of course is showing us a potential for much more fuel because stochastic RSI is going towards the upside, and also on the top of that MACD is actually kind of flipping towards the upside. We could have a bullish cross on MACD for our beloved Kaspa, which obviously is a good thing. Now let's have a look at some stuff that I gathered from you, okay? But before that, actually, let's have a look at bubbles, guys. This is so beautiful, right? To finally see our Kaspa also pumping towards the upside, 17%, well, a little bit over than 17% on a daily time frame. Now, ladies and gents, something that you have seen in the thumbnail, right? So Kaspa wallet number 5 has added an insane 12 million Kaspa today. This wallet is building and fast. Cryptomat wouldn't be surprised if it's Binance, easily adding millions and millions of dollars worth every few business days. It's DCA on steroids. This is how the big boys make money. If you had been buying alongside them, you are a Kaspa legend. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if you are accumulating Kaspa on these dips, right? Because you can clearly see in here, right? We've got 12 million Kaspa worth a little bit over, million US dollars. So this is definitely a big chunk, right? And if this is true, right? All of these rumors that are actually going around, potentially it could be Binance, right? Of course, that's what I would do. That's what every exchange would do before listing actual asset. They are going to accumulate it before, you know, they are going to allow retail or anyone else, in fact, to pump the backs, right? Anyways, guys, let's not be so bullish because there's also a theory in which my short time frame price prediction of course could play out. But of course, guys, these predictions are based on liquidity, which is kind of, you know, logical that the market is always, well, almost always going to the liquidity, right? Since it's driven by liquidity. Nonetheless, guys, big shout out to Trading Shot because he says that Kaspa is approaching the top of 2 overlapping channel down patterns. The 3 previous roundabouts hit at least the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, so we treat this as a potential candidate for new rejection, and their short-term target is 0.0075. Well, almost the same, 0.76 I believe mine is, but we're going to look at it, right? So guys, if we are going to, let's say, pump a little bit further on a daily, right, because this is a daily chart, we could still go towards the downside, right? Because why not, right? Kaspa obviously has been pumping and then dumping, right? So why would it be different this time? Okay, we still do have liquidity at these levels, right? Well, we do have to determine first of all, you know, the downtrend break, let's say breaking on the downtrend line, right, which could technically occur, well, very soon. This is of course a short time frame, right? But we do have 2 confirmations, right? The first one in here and the second one obviously is going to be in here. So once we are going to, let's say, break above this, my chart is becoming a little bit messy, but I hope that you guys get the point. Once we are going to break above, then retest it, we could, let's say, you know, be more bullish longer term, right? Of course, guys, short term, this 17% on a daily obviously is a good thing to see. Anyways, let's move forward, guys, because I've still got a couple of different data for you. If it comes to ETFs, we've got 186.3 million of outflows as of yesterday, and if it comes to Ethereum, we've got 22.5 million of outflows. However, market is anticipating the data. We are waiting for the data. So the forecast, if it comes to CPI, is 2.9. And if 2.8 would come out, that would be flipping amazing, guys. I believe that this will be an additional fuel that could send the markets towards the upside. And also, guys, we've got this post. Okay, I don't really post a lot of excess from this account. Well, this account has been bearish, macro bearish for a very long time. Nonetheless, guys, he says that we are close. Altcoin season now or never. Manipulation and liquidation is finished. Last time in 2021 they started altcoin season 13-14 days after Uranus direct. This is a very rare event. Back then it also started on full moon 28 January 2021. This is exactly on the full moon 12th February. They should start it with CPI. Guys, so this is something that I've just mentioned about, right? Well, let's see tomorrow. Let's see what kind of information we are going to get tomorrow, right? Of course, we do have full moon, and I know that it could be a little bit funny for me and other people saying that a moon has an impact on us, but just in case if you wouldn't know, full moon makes us feel emotional as far as I'm aware, or half moon, right? Nonetheless, guys, well, moon has impact on our emotions, and as you know, guys, these charts are basically reflection of our emotions based on the decisions that we make on this market. So I believe that is quite accurate. I mean, the moon phases. Anyways, let's go to Kaspa's dashboard, because Kaspa is sitting at 2.7 billion USD and the volume significantly increased. Well, maybe not significantly, but it's definitely much healthier. We are sitting at number 42 if it comes to ranking, and we are sitting at 89.5% mined Kaspa. Now, ladies and gents, on the top of that, Crypto Rover is saying that altcoin season is basically the same scenario: sell in May and go away, right? Well, last year that pretty much occurred, right? The crypto pumped properly and then basically dumped, right? So the question is the alt season finally going to pump our backs, right? And we are going to sell before May even? Well, let's see, guys, right? Well, Mr. Prof is pointing this out, right? This is total crypto market cap excluding BTC on a weekly, so this is macro chart, guys. However, we've got some bullishness based on this technical chart. He asked, did you know that the weekly SMA 100, 200 for total 2 crossed bullish recently? The last time this happened was in January 2021 and heralded a legendary alt season. Maybe the market doesn't look as bearish as it seems. Well, let's see, guys. Well, obviously he is right if it comes to this bullish cross. When it happened in 2021, we have experienced a huge altcoin season. Hopefully this is going to be the same case, right? Given the fact of what data I kind of gave you, well, let's see. Guys, anyways, if you want to trade this volatility for Kaspa or anything, in fact, make sure that you check out my Bybit link, because you can actually pick up around 6,000 USDT of exclusive bonuses, right? So you can find the link below this video, and of course you can also find the link to Tangent wallet if you want to secure your Kaspa or any other crypto asset. Now, ladies and gents, let's have a look at Fear and Greed Index. We are sitting at number 47, neutral. That recent pump didn't really move that thing towards the right side, and this is actually something interesting to see. Now, ladies and gents, let's have a look at the liquidity for BTC, then for Kaspa, and of course we are going to look at TradingView again a little bit later. So if it comes to BTC, guys, we do have more long traders on the market. As you can see, red color, right? So these are longs. We've got 600 mil worth of longs. And now for all of the exchanges, let's actually have a look at the scenario on 7 daily, right? So we still have more people that are shorting on 7 daily for BTC, which kind of gives me a little bit of a more confidence, let's say, that the market is going to pump, well, I mean, further for BTC. Let's see, guys, right? Now, let's have a look at the heat map and let's see where the liquidity is for our beloved BTC and then, of course, our beloved Kaspa. We do have liquidity below the current trading price, and the first block is going to be at 97. I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to see a very quick dip to collect this liquidity, but of course I could be wrong, right? At some point I believe that this is going to be collected. Nonetheless, we cannot forget about the fact that we still have liquidity above the current trading price, which is at $99,381 to be exact. Now let's put weekly for BTC. So even if we are going to see very quick flashy, we can see that liquidity is piling above us, which is obviously a very bullish sign. Now, guys, let me put Kaspa in here and let's see what is the situation with our beloved Kaspa, of course. Now, concerning thing on a daily time frame is that we've got more longs in the market currently. We've got 608 29,000 worth of longs. And now guys, if it comes to 7 daily for our Kaspa, let's have a look. What is the outlook for more exchanges? More people are longing, which based on that liquidity that potentially could be flushed is giving me kind of confidence, saying that we could go towards the downside for Kaspa, right? Obviously Kaspa, you know, went towards the upside 17%, right? And short term, of course, this liquidity could be collected, but of course I could be wrong. Let's have a look guys, right? That is weekly for now. So you see what I'm talking about, right? This is very juicy from the standpoint of market makers, right? I wouldn't be surprised if that liquidity, if the price of Kaspa is going towards the downside to collect liquidity starting at 0.08, and then we are going to see 0.08036 to be exact, and then we got, you know, the last ones at 7.6 and then 7.5 even, you know, just as, you know, these posts that I have been showing you before, right? But let's see guys. Now let's have a look at 24 hourly and let's see what's popping over here. So 24 hourly is still showing us significant level in here, that is 30, well, let's say 29,000, 32, whatever. We still have a little bit of liquidity on upside for our beloved Kaspa, right? So expect that volatility, and the price can drop as low on a daily as 0.087 for our beloved Kaspa. Now ladies and gents, let's come back to TradingView, because there are still a couple of things that we have to pay attention to. Of course, I don't want to give you hopium guys, right? But I do believe that, you know, this is the start, could be the start. That's what I want to think, right? Because 4 hourly, if it comes to Bitcoin's dominance, finally dipped below this overall pattern of a rising wedge, which on its own is actually a bearish pattern. Nonetheless guys, we can now say that, well, the dominance is printing a lower lows, right? Let's say a little bit lower, right? And I've got another one and another one, right? And here, let's say, right? And this overall is basically a downtrend, right? So let's see guys, at the moment everything is actually going well according to the plan, well, at least based on that, well, 4 hourly time frame, let's say. Nonetheless guys, we could consider this as a bearish retest. And also one thing is that on a daily we are still going towards the downside if we are going to look at stochastic RSI, and weekly is showing us that we might top out very, very soon. So potentially this could be, you know, the start of our beautiful altcoin season. Again guys, I know how many times I've said it on the channel, but I have to be very realistic looking at these charts. Now weekly time frame for USDT dominance is showing us that we have almost topped out if it comes to stochastic RSI, and we are also going towards the downside, and we are properly being rejected from this level of a resistance that belongs to that bearish flag. Now let's have a look at the daily. So daily is showing us that RSI basically is going towards the downside, right? And you see how beautifully we are being rejected guys, right? At the moment everything looks beautiful, right? Of course we could have another hiccup, right? But I do believe that, you know, the time is going to show, and of course we have to wait until the CPI is going to hopefully start the positive party for crypto assets. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and as usual, peace and love crypto.